Hey, what's going on everyone? This is yours truly back with another video. Today we're gonna be doing some Greystone Jungle and we're gonna try out a pretty quick build that someone in my comments actually recommend I give it a shot, and that is like Skyplayer Ashbringer Jungle, in which if you guys have not been noticing lately, I also kind of caught into this too lately, is the fact that Ashbringer seems to be a very strong item overall right now, especially for like a lot of junglers like the Rampage. So I do want to give it a shot on Greystone, try to turn it into a very deadly damage dealer in the jungle. Because Greystone's always been like a good like jungler, just because usually you want to focus down junglers, kill them so you can do objectives. But it's hard to do that if it's a hero that wants you to focus him, and then he can bait your abilities, and then do his like ultimate way stasis and doesn't take damage, and then he also just heals a bunch back up. So with the spell, we're gonna be a bit squishier than normal, I would say. But the damage should, as we saw, be much better, and now it's gonna allow us to be able to have better ganks early to mid game, kind of be able to like actually go for the really fast solo kills on our own, which I think is very important on any jungler. Because tank junglers are good, like the Sevog and then like Richter, but when you play the tank jungler and the team is behind, it kind of feels like there's very little you can do to help carry your games. So always going for a more damage focused jungler so you can actually kind of carry games better is always like ideal in my opinion. So I'm gonna try to see if I can come over left. I just want to see if I can kite this camp towards me. There we go. I'm gonna max Q for the clears. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, that was a very nice pushback. So don't think we're gonna be able to kill, but actually... He walked back up, as you guys saw, so I was able to just blink on B to be able to catch him right there. This is a kill for the Wukong. So very nice stuff, indeed. Oh, I took the 2 buff, but I guess that's the fee that Wukong pays for me to shut down the offlaner for him. Let's see. Let's start building into this. Seems like dual lane is not having fun at the moment. A lot of people right sides, so I can kind of help with them a little bit. They're all like really push into the tower, so it's really hard for me to come gate that. Once Greystone gets level 6, that's when he can his tower dive really effectively well, and the reason why he's like very good jungle is his tower dives at the jungle is like super solid. And by the way, I forgot to mention the arguments we're gonna go for Imperial Soul. That because I feel like his ultimate is just the best ability, just straight up, and being able to enhance that more is like ideal in my opinion. This is indeed a Sevog miss, so it's gonna be pretty tricky to be able to fight this out. Oh, while I get the kill on the Sevog. I have lifesteal, so I can kind of heal this back up pretty nicely. You got the dash off? Alright. Wait till no blink, he's still trying to push forwards. Which way is this? It kind of sucked to have my on B, because I think otherwise that would have been a kill for us. Because I was trying to use it to maybe kill the Sevok, but he ended up just dashing away from me. So that's fine. Let's just go ahead, get Sky's better, and now we can honestly just run back to the right side, try to see if we can play around the Painters. Quench is on. Let's do Painters. We know Quench is on left. He has to take a reset probably, so that's about Sky's better. Even though with that ultimate, I think we can do the objective very like safely. And we have Iggy, which he's going full turn, so he does a objective should die very fast. He only has 2 out right now, but like with the Iggy, as long as he's here with us, we can kind of choose objectives and go for these aggressive objectives. So let's see. There's red buff. I want to take whip buff, and depending on where that how the dual lane wave is pushing out, I may gank that, but I need to like also look at Wukong left, try to give him a little bit more love. Oh, come on. I was literally like almost perfect, but then he got regen last second. So it's ended up gonna make my rotations a little bit slower. That's where we can just do the 2 camp really fast. Because this camp gives you a lot of XP. So you always want to try to hit this whenever you can. So for me, whenever I'm looking to go gank lanes, I always take account of like the matchup and also like the position, right? So like mid is just like unplayable for me. I cannot gank mid because everyone's super tanky and he has so many ways to get out super fast. And it's the Aegis too, doesn't have the CT lockdown to really do much against him. But like the left lane, I could look because Iggy can be a little bit more exposed, I would say. So I'm gonna come a long way around. Oh, never mind, there's a quench right here. Start ulting. Wukong is still not coming over. But they might get baited and walk into us. There we go. Let's see if he has the B or not. Actually, just go. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky to tower dive the clutch because he's gonna be in tower and make it knock up with CC. So we're gonna just take the 5 camp, steal whatever we can at the moment. And there is indeed a web buff. That'd be kind of cool if I can just steal it really fast, but the punch behind a little bit. And I really want to gank dual lane. It's just every time I'm on that side, the lanes just push in. But luckily, it seems like they're kind of like doing good on and off. I just always want to give dual lane love because they tend to have a lot of big impact. If they get ahead, it's just sometimes hard to do, depending on the timing you get with there. So the build is Ashbringer second, and then I think it was Lightning Hawk, so it's like a full ADC quit build, and it'll go start being Aegis like fourth. Because the thing that makes this Ashbringer really kind of strong is you don't have to build ability haste with that item, and so that means that you can go full tank or go full damage items afterwards as a result. I missed that. I just want to like honestly like get the tower knocked in. So Sevar doesn't have the best wave clear, so I think if I just push in this wave with my Iggy, we can just honestly just take this really fast. Like that. Just kind of force it in. Sevar... Oh, he's wanted to knock back because see how I got knocked back much further than normal. So he doesn't get the dash reset. Yeah, he doesn't have the dash reset. He just means his ultimate is gonna make us go flying across the map. Kind of know us because we are just gonna do a lot of damage. So, very good. Looks like it's gonna be 3 kills right there and no deaths and the second faintest. Would love to see that, ladies and gents. But yeah, no, like, going back to what I mean on the Ashbringer point, it really does kind of feel like it's always tricky to find a balance between ability haze and damage and health. On boosters, you usually have to give up one of the 3. So it's really hard to have like a lot of damage, a lot of ability haze, and a lot of health. You usually have to like sacrifice some in some way on one of the stats. However, with this build, we can just get all that ability hits with just Ashbringer alone, and then the rest of our items can be damage and health, and that's what we're trying to abuse with the Sky Splitter, the Ashbringer, Lightning Hawk, then start going Aegis, go Salvation. So that's where we're gonna go super high damage. We're gonna still have a lot of high ability haste with just Ashbringer alone, and then we can go full tank afterwards for a very like well-rounded builds where we're just excelling in all 3 stat compartments. Oh, I might come over and help the Wukong. I think he should be able to stall out. Oh, looks like he kind of got CC hard. Oh no, I kind of went the other way. Trying to slow him down. Oh, nice pushback. Oh, there's 3 people here. Not fun. Not fun. But luckily, Aogi came in to save the day, so we were able to get out of that. I need to like pay attention to just how big the radius is, because 20% bigger and more damage is nothing to scoff at on this hero. It is pretty massive to say the least. So nice to have Ashbringer. That means that our usually long cooldowns become much shorter. It's especially gonna feel very good when we hang people, and then we can reduce our mobility option pretty fast. And going like this 480 build means that Greystone just becomes a monster and be able to take down these objectives really fast by himself.
What are we waiting for? Fight!
So I'm gonna go help my Wukong, see if we can get a push onto this Wukong on Iggy left. So let's punch maybe here along with Sevar. Yep, all of them are back here again. I do not have my ultimate. That's kind of what makes it a little tricky, but we have a lot of damage as you guys saw with me and Wukong. Oh, I'm gonna die though, because I just don't have my ultimate to play around that fight, and Iggy just does so much damage if you're not careful. So I mean, I think they can still get the tower because the Iggy has to reset now. If he stays, I think they just honestly tower dive him, or my Iggy throws him all off and kill him. Oh no, Iggy kind of just instantly clear waves from a very safe distance still, seems like. Alright, so this is gonna be primal, so it's gonna be kind of tricky to do it right away. But I'm still definitely hover this lane. Maybe we can sneak it in early. Because again, we have a lot of high damage. We can probably abuse that, especially with the Iggy, and we can maybe take down the objective. Honestly, just whip it. We don't need the Iggy unless we have the TP. For jungle, and that's a perfect example of why I like having a lot of damage on my Greystone, because if I went the normal booster build, that jungle will live. So like having more damage obviously means that you have a higher chance of getting kills when you really need it, and then that can just turn into a much easier objective as a good example. Nice, so we got that objective. Let's go ahead, get Lightning Hawk, get some of my health back, start bringing to Aegis. Honestly, I think Aegis could be like a 5th item, because it is sort of a scaling item for converting HP into physical power. But it looks like we may not get that just yet, because I'm going based on the build that was recommended to one of my commenters, Dagger, who's always been like active in my comments, and he came up with a really kind of quick build that we're trying out. So I'm definitely down to try a second game, see if it goes on a little bit longer, get like different matchups and the different lanes and the jungle matchup, and kind of go from there, because I really do agree that Ashbringer is a pretty disgusting item, because you look at the stats alone: 40 physical power, 25 attack speed, 10 build to hit, 20 critical chance. It's just a very stat efficient item. And then again, with this just one item alone, you have all the build to haste cooldown reduction you want. So that means that you can invest the rest of your items into damage and health. It's just, again, the first 3 items are going to be like pure damage, because it does make Greystone Jungle super scary when he's like crit Greystone and he's able to delete squishy super fast as a result. That just it just helps you snowball much easier and have a lot more impact when you're trying to go for those dives. And then we can just convert that easily to the Salvation I was talking about, and then Aegis, because I think going that Salvation for that fat HP shield and army fam is going to be a bit better, because at that point I feel like we have enough damage. We just need a bit more survivability after those 3 items right there. But yeah, let's just see if we can jump into the second game right here, ladies and gents. Alright, we're back with the second game right here, ladies and gents. We're gonna shake up just a little bit. Instead of Warriors Quest, we're gonna go Titan's Quest because a lot of people seem to not like Nyr Warboots a lot. I love Nyr Warboots because I just really value any like movement speed item in the game, and this item happens to be help us be a lot more tankier. Because I kind of like that first game, I kind of realized, hey, we're like really squishy. Um, so it's kind of hard to play around some of those fights where I can just die really fast, even though I'm doing a lot of damage and have Lightsaber Skies better. So I'm gonna try to see if I can bounce out a little bit better and go Nyr Warboots, give me that armor health to compensate for the fact that I'm not bringing any of those stats as my first 3 items. Plus, the Nyr Warboots healing is gonna go pretty nicely with like this minor augment that I have that we pick up will increase our healing by 5% across the board. I thought about going the ultimate to make an ultimate hit harder, but I think, like I said, I think we do enough damage very easily. I think we just need to go a little bit more wall survivability early on to make this build a bit more balanced across the board. So we're gonna go for that. Same thing with like the minor secondary augments. I went Warmer. It's just so hard to justify not picking up Warmer, especially at the jungler, where you need that item to like, you know, get around camps much faster, as example, or to one up the people faster and get the gank off. Because there was a couple of games where I played jungle, I didn't pick up Warmer because I'm trying to cook with the execution like build, and then it kind of feel like people are just able to run away from me much easier, and that just feels awful, right? Especially if they're going Warmer and I'm not. So I just think like you always have to go Warmer. It's just kind of like a very, how do I see it? It's just like if you don't go Warmer and your enemy team does, you just at a constant disadvantage. It's one way to put it. I just wish they didn't have that, because otherwise, like, you have a lot more flexibility and diverse secondary augments you can do. Nice. Where were the kill the Yuri right before the house? I don't know if I want to gig my house because I really hate range offlaners, and I know Yuri is technically like semi-range perma because of her abilities and her just being broken. But as soon as the house did the cry emoji as the range offlaner getting the kill on Yuri when the jungle ganks that lane, if that happened to me, I would be pissed. So like I understand that Yuri is just not having fun as a result, and I do not want to neighbor that behavior. I'm just gonna be frank. Oh, I overshot that a little bit hard. Nice, we got the kill, so. And Blink from Tails too, so we're able to get some pretty good early engagements on like the offlane and duel. Now I want to see if it can, you know, help my August a bit into like the Iggy. But he's like very low, and I'm not quite strong enough to all in on the Iggy just by myself, so. And he's level 6 yeah, so it's kind of like worth for me to gank that. Like I'll have to set the reset straight up. Maybe I can get the Iggy to run away, but if the Iggy's smart, he could just try to all in on me. Because he's just that much stronger than me at the moment. Oh, and now Sales is here. Let's jump over here. I do not want my oh. I cannot go for that kill, because if I do, I'll probably die to the Iggy if I'm being honest. So at least we kind of like chunk the Iggy a little bit on this side. I just need my ultimate. Once I have my ultimate, then I can probably just go for all in kill. It's just right now I just cannot. So that's why I'm trying to see I can just farm up the blue side. I get 6 just in time. The question is, yeah, Iggy's look like he's trying to farm a bit longer. Maybe I can go over to Yo again to get the kill, but honestly, I do not want to enable the range offlane behavior if I don't have to. That phase is just kind of chilling miss. It seems like. We have ultimates, so we can't just tower dive this. So I probably could have gotten away not using that. Oh, that's a lot of people. We may have to leave out here. Yeah, that's everyone's just there. So yep, they're gonna do feintures. I don't have my ultimate, so I really cannot stop them from doing it. I think they do it pretty fast too, so even if I can on-B and blinking, I don't know if I can steal this, but I'll run over because you never know, right? And you have to Ashbringer first on steroid. Oh, they're not even doing it. Alright, let's see if we can maybe kill the Sparrow. Oh, she went the augment that makes an Infis. So that's actually pretty interesting. Steroid's on the 3 camp. I think we just have to kill the Iggy or make him back up before we even do any objectives plays. Let's keep walking on Iggy. I don't have my ultimate, so I'm trying to like just walk up to him if I can. And save my on beam when I actually need it. Like right here. Okay, I don't think I can kill the anymore. Sales is behind me. I feel like we can fight this. Oh, get the Iggy. Very huge. Honestly, I want to take this web buff. I want to see if we can just fight on this web buff. I think we just can steal this and bait another fight. That's in our favor. I did that too early. Oh, she blinked onto me. Dang. Maybe I'm the one that baited my team into the fight. Because the 80s, the spell came over. And that makes things a little bit trickier. That is unfortunate. Yeah. Ashbringer actually is very strong because like a lot of junglers are just picking the iron first up. Like Steros who actually abused that due to how Ashbringer works with her Q. Oh, spare with triple kill. That is kind of a. I won't lie. I have ultimate finally. I just don't know if we can. You know what? Let's try it. Let's try it. I don't think Faith can blink out because she doesn't have the mana to use her blink. Which you guys may not know, but Faith's blink costs mana since it's on a short cooldown and you can reset it with your Q. That's kind of like one way to balance it out. I did want to check Frame 2 to see if Seth is trying to do it, because I kind of feel like at this point we should, one of us should be trying to fund this objective. Try big smite, that's the only tricky part. So, okay, now we may have to fight or get off. But maybe the Seth doesn't know the fact she was too scared. Just ult the Sparrow early so we can get the slow and damage. Nice with the kill. See if we can go on Ceres now. Just kind of stay on a TB and making sure that I'm gonna die. Because as long as he lives, I think he can kind of clean up right now, as you guys are seeing. Nice, the phase is healing him up. We barely just not get the kill, but that's good. We got the feinters, even though I was down the smite. I have the weaker version of smites, and we got some kills right there, so not too shabby, not too shabby. And they really want to get the house off lane kill, and I totally respect that, but I still have to like do good things for my team by walking. Oh no, oh no, bro. He do the cry emoji again. We're in the. Oh no. I just want to go in for a quick stop fight to get them to not kill my howitzer, but they end up dying. And my howitzer is just. Oh, dude. Bro, I hate range offlaners, man. Enemy team, my team, I just hate them. No biases, dude. And I hate not being able to clear my camp on time. Wow, that sales just been farming super hard. Oh, wow, I guess she's been
The
farming
light is with
kills.
me.
Okay, that's the early ultimate. That's pretty ideal for us because that means that if we want to try to take all prime, we can do that. Let's look at mids, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Look at the Iggy. I'm gonna just ult this. Try to see if we can get the kill on Iggy, which we do. Very worth. Thank you for the full face. Stay outside the Yuri ultimate. Trying to see if I can hit anyone. I'm probably gonna die right here, but I'll try to keep doing as much damage as I can. Oh, maybe we can live if we get away from Yuri. Oh my god, we are living. We still live right there. That is massive.
Join you soon.
Spells game free farm. I don't like that, so I'm gonna see if I can reset real quickly and get to her. Get Nyr Warboots. Start bringing into Lightning Hawk now. So yeah, we can just run at her straight up. She has like the invis to play around with, but I have my move speed to just catch up to her. Alright, she popped her. Yeah, she has a lot of decent mobility actually. Due to what you call. Due to the Q being like really strong slow.
We're making
So actually she has decent mobility when combined the slow and the camouflage actually. So I kinda underestimate that. Looking back on looking on it right now. He has no ultimate, so we can yep, go for the kill. Iggy is just kinda destroying me because of his torrents. So I'm gonna just reset, just farm camps so I see I can catch up a little bit on the farm and try and get my irons on like, oh my god, I just killed that camp instantly right there. Oh yeah, I guess we can do Feint Tooths.
this will help.
It does feel pretty nice. To go sky for the lifesteal and then we go deviation, increase like healing, and then Greystone passive obviously still works by just existing. So we were low HP and now we're back to like almost full HP as a result. So enemy junglers took mini prime. That means we can see if we can take any blue side camps like a blue buff. Be lovely. There is nice. It was on my side. So Spill, so it looks like Spill just picking up a lot of gold on the map. Just kind of swapping lanes, trying to see if she can hyper farm with a bunch of golds. So yeah, that may be an issue for us if we're not careful. Cause yeah, now they're trying to play on left sides.
You there. I'll make use of this.
Alright, good cleanup. Do they still need me? I'm not sure if that spell's gonna commit to fight or she looks like she's running away. Okay, I may have to run now. Oh, never mind. Now they're running away because the Yoru was in. They could just turn back to help her. So I'm opting to like run back here. Alright. I cannot kill that tower because Bill will just kind of hold on left click. I do have blink and she just used a blink earlier, so there could be a way I can jump on top of her. Oh, I guess she got her blink just back up as a result. Cause we got it earlier, but the blinks are short in this game mode, so I guess she just barely got it when we try and win on her like that. Well, at least we know her blink is on my blink cooldown. Well, yeah, we have a lot of gold. We should reset, honestly, very soon. But you see just how fast we're just clearing the camp soon. So I'd rather just clear a little bit more, and now we take the reset.
Soon.
Oh, wait. Yes, there was the pits. Because I don't think she was expecting me to be there, but luckily there was a wall I can just jump over and just I completely cut her as a result. Because I think she probably could have got the kill on TB with her build, but as soon as I show up, I just kind of destroy her fast with the TB. Yeah, like that build actually cooks pretty hard, like spamming Q and doing a lot of damage. That's pretty disgusting. Oh my god, we are doing a lot of damage ourselves though on the objective. Alright, look at the critical hits and then now damage too with our other abilities. Yeah, we have a very disgusting team comp for destroying objectives really fast. So let's back get Salvation, because I think this is the item that allow us to actually tank like the Aegis damage, especially a long team fight. And now we can go Aegis for more HP, a little bit more crit, because Aegis is going to give us 55 crits, which is pretty big. Oh my god, look at the damage that we're doing to the Yoi. Oh my goodness. Come back. You cannot run. You cannot run from me. What are you doing? Did we reach this? I think she was a little bit too far away. I really want to try to go on this phase. Honestly, I am so down to fight around this. Come back, you cowards. I blink in 2 seconds. 5 seconds. That's sad. I'm never able to finish it off. I'll finish off playing to die. I'm not actually that sad, but that is still kind of sad that it's gonna be a little bit hard to push in the tower. That's just fine, honestly. Sparrow is still left side. As long as we don't have to deal with Sparrow, we can just like do the objectives really aggressively fast. Although it's might this, because I'm expecting us to take a bit longer to do this. Since I'm starting it early. Nice, we got it. We may have to get out because this is kind of getting a little bit sketchy for my liking. But I have ultimate 20. If we play this out slowly, we could find a way to get some kills onto the boards. So I might jump behind them actually. Like this, and now I'm gonna look at Iggy. I gotta push back. Salvation far. Spell is looking at me. I have to kind of jump away. Now I'm ultimate in a little bit. Now I can kind of go in. Get the slow and damage off. Because yeah, again, my radius is much bigger, so I'll be able to catch people much easier and get the strongest slow. Because the slow is stronger, the closer they are to in the middle, and I think with the increased range, it means that the increased low is also larger for me to pull people in. So it looks like I think I got both of them. It's just not enough damage to finish them off, it seems like. Oh, she's getting the resets. That's kind of scary. But she is going to get primal, and that will just chunk her damage off, because while she's killing, she's still taking primal damage, as you guys saw. I think a Greystone for agreeing with that. So yeah, 402 physical power. That is pretty nutty. So I guess last item, we could go Tainted Rounds or Tainted Blade, depending on if I want more health or not. Because I think going to heal is probably ideal at this point for the face and Sparrow healing a lot. I would actually recommend it. We could just go Tyranny. I feel like we do enough damage. We don't need the anti-heal on ourselves. We could go Tyranny for like more move speed when we ult people and just be able to use our ultimate more in general. That could be kind of cooking right there. Very nice. I want to see if there's any kills I can go. And Fate is following me, so I feel very empowered, I must say. So, get some sweeping going on. Oh, look! Yeah, this look at this Sparrow. She's cooked. She is cooked. Oh, my blink. I do have my arm B, so I could go in soon. It's a 2v4 that we should not be taking by ourselves, especially when we don't have primal burns. So let's do the small thing. Let's kind of push our base first, and then we can go from there. Oh, I got the slow just in time. I should have altered that because maybe I can keep going after that. Oh my god, these Igitones are very annoying. But maybe I'll bait the Yoda to go in to kill me since I have my ultimate still. I'll just early just in case Yoda try to put me down, get my health back. Yoda's like 1 HP. Oh, my face! No, I have to help my face. Wait, what's my face building? Oh, that's why. She has some popsy damage. And then of course with the empowered minions, she can kind of just play around that for additional damage. Oh my god, that spell was doing a lot of damage, but maybe the kind of faint stick it just enough so we don't get instant deleted. So nice, we got a full game and a pretty full build showcase on this Greystone Jungle. And I have to say, this build definitely cooks. I'm actually a big fan of it. But I think it's also just indicative of, again, of how OP Ashbringer seems to be. And wow, that is interesting. Because Ashbringer for the longest time has been just kind of like a meta item, and now it's actually a super meta item for a lot of junglers, it seems like. So I usually don't like OP items, but like an item that's like used to be pretty mediocre now actually being a meta item is a pretty refreshing take on the build on the meta, I would say, especially since Ashbringer is a unique item. It's always had been a unique item, being able to build more attacks be crit and basic attacks reduces your cooldown. It's just hard to slot that in, or rather it wasn't just as effective at doing this job compared to just going your normal other items. So I do like the fact that this item is doing really good because it does open up for more diverse new builds we can kind of cook with, because we already cooked with the or rather I cooked with the Bold's Jungle game with Ashbringer that worked out very well. You guys probably have not seen it yet, but you guys will see that very soon. And then we also did, we didn't do Ashbringer on Rampage Jungle, but I know that Ashbringer is like supposedly very good on him as well. So it just seems like any jungler that likes attacking fast is just abusing the living heck out of Ashbringer at the moment. So yeah, it's kind of bad that his iron's being abused as much, but at the same time, like we never had a meta where Ashbringer was really good and opened up for like these attack speed aggressive builds. So it's OP, but it makes things a bit more interesting in terms of like the build varieties, right? Instead of just the normal like just build booster items on every single item slot. So I'm gonna see if there's any other items I can kind of cook with Ashbringer on. You can definitely let me know down in the comments on other heroes. Do you want me to maybe try this item on? I may not be able to do it because I'm leaving for Alaska very soon. But I'll see what I can do. But yeah, I think I also just slept on Greystone a lot because I think I put Greystone at B tier, kind of like middle of the pack. But I think Ashbringer is a very meta item, and it just makes Greystone just perform so much more better to the point that like I think he's definitely A tier for that fact alone. Without Ashbringer, I think Greystone is still in that B tier, but since Ashbringer is so strong and Greystone can abuse that, I think it does put Greystone up a tier higher than I had him at. So I was definitely a little bit off the mark because I just didn't realize just the extent of how abusive and strong Ashbringer is on heroes like Greystone at the moment. But that's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If not already, could subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single beat by yours truly. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day here. Peace.